Hey, Ho Squad and Ho Nation. I'm finally trying to get a video done. It's been a minute since I really sat down and did a video. So we're going to talk about Montales. And the reason why I'm talking about Montales for the warm weather is because I think with this pace and everything is blowing up, there's some like old school vibes we could just talk about. We should just give them some, because really Montales you could get at a really good, inexpensive price. You can find them at great prices, and they're great, and they're good fragrances. So I know people are like, you get this whole vibe about Montale. Oh, they're screechy, they're synthetic. Listen, I'm just here to say it. All of the most fragrances are synthetic. They're using aroma chemicals. Let's stop acting like they're using all these natural ingredients, because they are not. And so I don't go with it's synthetic. I need somebody to like explain this to me. Now, if it smells screechy, if it's that's fine. But the whole vibe of, oh, it's synthetic, oh my God, it's so terrible. I'm here to, I will debate that with you. I will debate that. But anyway, I wanted to show you some Montales, because Montale has not, people forget about it, because once again, we're in this space and time where all these things are being thrown at us, and they grabbing our money all the time. But Montale has great fragrances that have longevity, strong as hell, and really have some beautiful ones. So let's talk about some Montales for this. You might as well say summer, because it's May and it's getting hot. All right, so let's talk about Montale as a fragrance house to begin with. Montale, of course, is the sister company to Mancera. Whenever they post up their fragrances, they usually just say it's Pierre Montale is the perfumer. I think they have a few now that they've like actually put different perfumers' names on. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it is the sister company. At this point, Montale, I feel like just doesn't get it's one of those fragrance houses. First off, Montale has a huge collection of fragrances that a lot of them are still available on the gray market at exceptionally affordable prices, especially for what's considered a niche brand. Now, with it being a niche brand, it is considered one of the gateway niche brands because it is inexpensive, and also it is not well loved. It is not one that people talk about all the time. There's a few that people talk about that are well loved, but it just in general, Montale is kind of one of those fragrance houses that kind of gets the side eye by the cool people. But I'm here to tell you that they do have some really beautiful fragrances. And if you want to try some new things, it's a good space to try it out, because you can find some of them for $50, $60. So it's really a very affordable way to like dip your toe into niche, if that's what you want to think of yourself doing. Personally, I really love them as a brand. I haven't been buying as much, but when I see some of their new things coming out, I still do like gravitate toward them. And there's a couple that I'm still looking for. So I wanted to show you all some of the ones that I have, because I can promise you majority of these you have never heard about, other than from me if you've been hanging out with me over the years, and some of them I haven't talked about in a long time. So let's have a good time talking about Montale for this warm weather. Okay. So I always like to start these with my very first Montale, and it's called Velvet Flowers. This is not talked about, not liked at all, but I love this fragrance. It's a dry, dusty floral. It is not for everybody. It's for somebody like me. For some reason, I like this dry, dusty floral. It lasts all day. It projects, and something about it just makes me feel like I'm like old school, like I should be. It reminds me of, I always said, like being around my great aunts at her club meetings, and the older ladies, and they had their kiss lock top handle bags, and they were there discussing life and playing pinochle and things like that. That's what it reminds me of. in a vintagey, classy, I want to smell like this sometimes sort of way. So this is Montale's Velvet Flowers. All right, next up is Rose's Musk. This is a classic. If you want a musky rose, if you love that vibe, you have to have this in your collection. They do have an intense one. I've meant to buy it, but I still haven't got around to it. But I love this one. This is like a standard. You can wear it every day. It will, you know, especially in the summertime. And it's a Montale, so it's going to last. It's going to project. You're going to smell very girly and feminine. It just feels like you should be in a sundress with some sandals on. So this is Rose's Musk. Next up is Lucky Candy. And even though this is very gourmand, it's got honey, it's got toffee, it's got coconut, marshmallow, it has a lightness to it. It's not a super heavy gourmand. That's why I say in the warm weather, this is good. So if you are a gourmand lover, but some of them are too heavy, too intense, Lucky Candy is perfect for this time of year. You can wear your sweet vibe without it being too much, too over the top. So Lucky Candy is a great one to have. So Lucky Candy is perfect for the warm weather if you love a good gourmand. All right, next up is Rendezvous of Paris. Now this is a rose fragrance, but it does have pear and rhubarb at the beginning. So as soon as you say rhubarb, everyone's going to go, it doesn't smell like Delina. It has a Delina-esque vibe to it because of that sharp rhubarb. But it really is a fragrance that stands on its own because it has a little ginger in it. It has the a little sandalwood. So it will begin in the beginning. You will get that Delina vibe because of the rhubarb and the rose. But it honestly morphs into a really gorgeous rose fragrance, a little powdery, a little sweet. Now, I will say this, if you have Delina, you might not need this. But if you like that Delina vibe, but maybe you ain't ready to spend the money and want just a little twist to it, Rendezvous of Paris would be a good idea. All right, next up is Pure Gold. I know ain't nobody talk about this because I totally forgot I owned it. And let me tell you all, this is a white floral. You have to be a white floral lover, of course, because I am a white floral lover. And this has this is another one that has a very classic vibe to it. It has apricot and mandarin orange in it. So it has a it begins off with a sweetness, but not too sweet. And I like the apricot because it's not peach, but I love a good apricot like osmanthus. So then it has the white florals, and it also has, and as it dries down, it has musk and patchouli. And the patchouli takes it from just being a musky white floral and gives it a little more depth, a little more woodiness. That really does help it. It's a very sophisticated fragrance, but like I said, you have to be into white florals because this is a white floral for a white floral connoisseur, as opposed to somebody who's dipping their toe into white florals, because you just really have to like them. Now, this isn't an over the top one. It's a much more subtle white floral. It's not as strong. It's not as bombastic as some, but it has an elegance to it that I really like. So this is Pure Gold. All right, I'm going to show you these two together because these two together are a superpower. This is White Musk, and that's exactly what it is. It is a clean, crisp white musk. I love it. Now, what I do with it is put it with Jasmine Full. Jasmine Full is basically jasmine. I think it's with honeysuckle and jasmine, and that's it. And if you put these two together, they are so darling. It's just this perfect summer vibe. I am carefree. It's like, here's what it is. In the middle of summer, when I'm not sitting around when I'm just, I'm past, how do I want to say this? When I am over having to like rest up and decompress from the school year, and now I'm into my summer, and I'm like want to have friends over and just like chill in the backyard and maybe have dinner in the yard or something like that. This is what it feels like. This is just so carefree and easy breezy and such a wonderful two fragrances to wear together. Jasmine Full and White Musk. Okay, so let's talk about Oud Amazing. So Oud Amazing, let's go again. All right, so let's talk about Oud Amazing. So Oud Amazing is, of course, a Montale oud, and Montale has a very screechy oud. It's known for screechy ouds. This one, however, is a little smoother. Now it has 17,000 notes like fig, pear, orris, jasmine, oud, vanilla, musk, leather, all these things. But let me tell you, on me, it is a gloriously stunning jasmine oud with that leather. It's like leather, jasmine, oud with a hint with some sweetness from the vanilla and that muskiness to give it all together. All those other ones are supporting characters that really don't come to shine on me. But what does shine are those notes, and those notes are beautiful and glorious for this time of year. I love this for this time of year because the jasmine just really sings on my skin, and the oud just plays really well with it to give it a little skankiness but not too much. And then that musk and that leather, it is stunning on me. Now, I will say this is unisex because I know men who love this fragrance. And I'm sure with all those notes, it smells totally different than what it does on me. But on me, that's what Oud Amazing smells like. Okay, now I can promise you no one ever, ever talks about this fragrance. This is called Oud Velvet by Montale. This has one of those screechy, really tough Montale oud beginnings. I promise you it does. However, if you can make it through that oud and let it settle down, this is tiare flower and ylang ylang with some sandalwood and vanilla and tonka bean. This is such a sexy, tropical, sultry night fragrance. Once that oud settles down, it becomes such a beautiful tropical floral. It's so weird because, but here's the problem. It's the oud. If you can make it through it, oh, it is so just sultry. It is so tropical nights. It is so it's vacation, summer vacation and date nights, where you with your significant other and you are having a really romantic evening on your vacation. This is what Oud Velvet is. Just intensely in your face, sultry sexy. If you want to smell like an island girl, like you've lived on the islands all your life. You just come out and you're like an island siren. You only come out in the evening or, in the festival times. And when you show up, you turn heads, everybody moves around you. You want to wear intense tiare. It is that. It is an intense tiare fragrance. It does have coconut in it. It has some vanilla, but really it does give you, if you like Holidays by Mancera, you will love intense tiare. If you like tiare fragrances, if you like that really sultry, intensely summer vacation in the Caribbean and Mexico, because that's what this is. This is more of that kind of vibe. Bora Bora. You are when you go into the Maldives. This is what you want. You want intense tiare. That's what it is. It is like the most quintessential, intensely summer, sultry, sensual fragrance. Intense tiare right here, right now. Okay. All right. That is it for my Montales for you all. I hope you enjoyed them. I tried to give you a nice little array of them. And most of them I know you probably don't know about or have heard of, other than for me, because Montale is such an underrated, such a, not just underrated, but just very, because at this point, Montale can be considered underrated, except for the few that are very popular, like Arabian Tonka and things like that. So I wanted to give you all a variety that you might not ever heard of, because, you know, we're not living in this space where we talk about older fragrances. We're only looking for the new hyped up ones. All right, so here we go. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.